From WYLN Hazleton, this is WYLN's late edition News at 10 with meteorologist Joe Garbacek, sports with Beth Mensinger, anchors Lisa Sugar and L.A. Tyrone. News, weather, sports, features, and more. You're watching WYLN's late edition News at 10.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN's late edition for Friday, August 9th, 2013. I'm Lisa Sugart. Tonight, a new series of U.S. postal stamps has been released with special meaning for our area. Plus, church festival season is in full swing. We stopped by several underway in our area tonight. In sports, Ken Kara previews the upcoming season for the Berwick Bulldogs, and meteorologist Joe Garbacek has your weekend forecast. But first, late edition's look at tonight's top stories. Code problems have forced the relocation of a wrestling show that was set for tomorrow night, and those same problems closed a portion of Terrace Plaza in Hazleton Heights. Terrace Plaza was known as Pocono Market Fair. Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling was scheduled to have a benefit for the Helping Hands Society tomorrow night. It's not been canceled, but has been moved to the Strand in McAdoo.
Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling is about taking action. And in the light of unforeseen circumstances, we are taking action. We're not backing down. Our show will go on as scheduled, as promised to you, our fans of Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling, tomorrow night at the McAdoo Strand Roller Rink in McAdoo.
Hazleton Deputy Fire Chief Brian Mandak said the reason for the move is problems with fire and occupancy code violations. He says the portion of the building which was to house the wrestling exhibition has no occupancy permit. And he said there are problems with the fire alert system in the same portion of that building. He also says those problems prevented the opening of a new restaurant this week. However, the rest of the building, including Heritage SureSafe Supermarket and the smaller shops at the front of the building, are open as usual. The problems are expected to be rectified early next week. Again, that wrestling show will take place tomorrow night at the Strand Roller Rink in McAdoo to benefit the Helping Hands Society. Doors open at 7:30 and bell time set for 8 o'clock in McAdoo. According to state police, approximately 500 veteran grave markers valued in excess of $10,000 were stolen from the graves of veterans in St. Anne's Cemetery near Freeland. Other organizations who placed the markers say it's less than 500. Around 7 a.m. Thursday morning, the theft was discovered and police were notified. The American flags that were in the holders were placed back in the ground where the holders once stood. The Luzerne County Veterans Affairs Office provides a marker to every veteran at the time of death. And one woman we spoke with says she's extremely upset that someone would commit such a heinous act. Newer state laws prevent scrap dealers from purchasing grave markers except from authorized sellers. According to Luzerne County Veterans Affairs Director James Spagnola, police are still investigating who stole those grave markers and why. Dallas Borough Police and the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office made an arrest today in an alleged case of elder abuse involving financial exploitation. Sharon May Jakubowski was charged with 3 counts of theft by failure to make required disposition of funds required. According to DA Stephanie Salavantis, the investigation was triggered by a complaint received by Dallas Borough Police Chief James Drury. The complaint alleged that Jakubowski, who was the caregiver and power of attorney for Clementine Mosman, was removing funds for her own personal benefit. A forensic audit on all accounts belonging to Mosman and her disabled daughter found that Jakubowski received over $250,000 of Mosman's funds from January 1st of 2009 and November 4th of 2011. A preliminary hearing is set for August 22nd. Salavantis said an overwhelming number of cases of elder abuse, neglect, and financial exploitation go undetected each year. She encourages anyone who suspects such abuse to contact their Agency on Aging or the District Attorney's Office immediately. Drums Elementary Middle School will have a new vice principal at the start of the new school year. The Hazleton Area School District appointed Jason Legawi unanimously after accepting a letter from Jeffrey Rush declining that same position. His salary was not discussed, however, it will follow the administrator's compensation plan.
I see Mr. Lagoya as a tremendous asset for our school district. He's a conscientious, dedicated educator who always places the interests of students first and foremost. The well-being of the students has always been his top priority. I'm familiar with him from his teaching and from his internships as an administrator, and I have every confidence in him that he'll be a definite asset to the Hazleton Area School District.
Recently, Lagoy was a fifth grade teacher in the Pleasant Valley School District. He tells us he's excited for the school year to start.
I'm really excited. I appreciate the board passing me into this position, and I'm really excited to work with Dr. Antonelli and the administrative team here, and really looking forward to working with the students of Hazleton Area School District as well.
Now, classes for the Hazleton Area School District will begin Thursday, September 5th. Former Luzerne County Elections Bureau Director Leonard Piazza wants a federal investigation into the administration of elections in the county. Piazza contacted the Federal Justice Department and the Election Assistance Commission, detailing his concerns over the accessibility of polling places for the disabled and the county's use of a $3.6 million federal grant on related equipment. Piazza accuses the Elections Bureau of not using ramps, call boxes, and other equipment for disabled voters. Piazza filed a wrongful termination suit against the county back in June. He was fired by County Manager Bob Lawton 2 weeks before the 2012 primary election. There was a fire early this morning in Hazleton. It was at 108 North Bennett Court, not far from Harmon Guy Stadium. It broke out around 7:15 this morning. Firefighters responded quickly and contained the damage. No one was hurt. Fire officials believe it started in the kitchen. The traffic light at Wilkes-Barre Boulevard and Market Street will be out for a while. We told you about the accident there yesterday afternoon. The city had hoped to have the lights working again today, but that did not happen. The city has put up temporary stop signs, but is advising you to avoid that intersection if you can. The traffic lights should be working sometime early next week. Police have still not released information about the accident, including the driver's name, what caused that crash, and whether he will be facing any charges. There was a mugging tonight on Hazleton's northeast side. It happened about 6:15 tonight near 10th and Carson Streets. A woman says she was walking down the street when a man grabbed her from behind, put his arm around her neck, pointed what she believed to be a gun at her head, and demanded her cell phone. Police say the assailant was white, in his late teens or early 20s, wearing tan shorts. And another mugging on Alter Street on Hazleton's northwest side. It happened just before 10:30 last night at 4th and Alter Streets. City police say Kurt Mooney was jumped and robbed of a small amount of cash and a cell phone. The assailants are described as 4 Hispanic males. Mooney was treated for injuries at Hazleton General Hospital and then released. Well, we all take for granted that the lights will come on when we flip a switch. But do you actually know how electricity works? Well, PPL has a new and exciting way to do just that.
Imagine a world without electricity. That's hard to do, especially when you are inside this newly renovated PPL Susquehanna Energy Information Center. The center, located at the entrance to the Susquehanna Riverlands along Route 11 in Berwick, hosted an open house today to invite the public in to see the brand new interactive displays for all ages.
We've been working on this project for a few years. We looked at different displays to try to help people understand about electricity, how electricity is produced, nuclear power. So early this summer we had new displays installed. We just decided to have an open house so that we could have people here take a look at them, because a lot of people in the area have been here, but you know, they think it's probably the same old thing. But we've got new displays, new ideas for people to take a look at and learn about energy.
Joe Scopoletti is the Community Relations Manager for the Susquehanna Nuclear Power Plant. He is encouraging people to come out and visit this newly renovated center, which features a variety of hands-on displays, all free of charge.
Everything is free. It's the entryway for the Susquehanna Riverlands, also a recreational area. So there's a park where people can fish if they have a license to fish. They can also picnic. They can play volleyball down there. So there's a recreation area.
The center has been educating students and the public about nuclear energy for 3 decades. The latest displays explain why nuclear energy is important and how electricity is generated. Plus, there are other activities as well.
Everybody can find something. We have a bike where young children can get on, see what it takes to generate electricity. We've got Power the Grid, tells how the electric grid operates on the Northeast coast. So any age group can get some understanding from this. So it's good for everybody.
To find out more about the Susquehanna Energy Information Center and the free programs available, log on to pplsusquehanna.com or find them on Facebook or Twitter.
We'd love to have you come out and join us and look at our new displays. We have lots of interactive displays, things for the kids, things for adults. Everybody of any age will enjoy what we have here. So love to have you come out and look at our new displays, and we're open year-round, 5 days a week, 7 days a week during the summer.
Today's open house also featured a wildlife program and a nature hike, along with free refreshments.
And finally tonight, in parts of the country, fire and floods are making the news. INN's Phil Doherty has more.
First, we head to Southern California. There, a fast-moving brush fire continues to burn out of control near Banning. It has forced at least 1,400 people from their homes. The Silver Fire has also destroyed more than 25 buildings since it started Wednesday. It's only about 20% contained. No word yet on what started it. Now to flooding affecting at least a dozen states in the Midwest and Southeast. One of the worst hit states is Missouri, where 2 people have died so far. In Tennessee, floodwaters stranded people on their rooftops, and 2 firefighters are seen here carrying a 5-week-old baby through a river of waist-high water. Then in Benton County, Arkansas, officials put out an emergency disaster declaration after thunderstorms dumped 10 inches of rain there.
Wow, devastating. Phil Doherty reporting from INN. That is a look at tonight's top stories. Time now to get our first look at your weekend weather forecast. Meteorologist Joe Garbacic is outside right now in the Bedrock Gardens Weather Center with the latest. Joe?
Thanks very much, Lisa. Well, we had the rain that moved through our region earlier. Now the rain continues to clear out of our area. In fact, we're starting to see some clearing in terms of the clouds, and it's going to get more comfortable as we head into this upcoming weekend. But some areas did see quite a bit of rainfall, including right here at our TV station in Hazleton. We'll talk about those numbers, but take a look at the graphic for yourself. And even Mount Pocono, 2.57 inches of rain over 24 hours. We'll talk what we can expect this upcoming weekend coming up next.
When it comes to the wire, guys, you are going to have an amazing experience. And if it means giving you back your money, plus, I'm going to do it. We guarantee everything. 112% money back guarantee. Labor and material guaranteed for a year. So you don't really need to worry about it. You're going to walk up to the wall, throw the switch, put your power cords in the outlets, and everything is the way it's supposed to be. Call me. Your time is valuable. If we're late, you get paid.
WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton and surrounding areas. We offer a competitive salary and benefits package. Call 956-5772.
Everybody shops Grand Central, making your house a home.
Visit us for the lowest prices on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics. This month, save 50% on Sealy mattresses or save up to $100 on select Lazy Boy furniture. And ask about our interest-free financing plans. Shop GrandCentral.com or visit us on Vine Street in Hazleton or Route 93 in Hazel Township.
Everybody shops Grand Central, making your house a home.
Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. Come see for yourself. They have the freshest selection of meats, cheese, and produce. Baked goods made fresh on premises. They have an in-store butcher who is happy to accommodate your special orders. Be sure to stop in and check out their unadvertised specials. You'll find them throughout the store. See their flyer for weekly specials. Heritage SureSave, your neighborhood full-service supermarket. This week at Heritage, don't miss their 3-day meat sale starting Wednesday and ending Friday. Stock up and save.
Skycast Doppler, still a little bit of some rain across parts of our viewing area, even a little bit of a stronger cell and some more heavier downpours, but rest of our viewing area, things are starting to taper out, and through the overnight hours we're going to be looking at some partial clearing. That of course is the good news, and setting the stage for a nice looking weekend. 68 our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton, humidity coming in at 100%. Notice since midnight we've picked up 2.87 inches of rain, and there you can see the winds averaging about 5 miles per hour. Dew point numbers still in the mid to upper 60s, so walking outside you still feel a little bit of humidity in the air, but those numbers will drop. Robert Stevens Face and Body Almanac page for the day. 80 we got up to for the high, 81 is the average, 98 and 46 the records stand, and 609, 810 sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. It was a pretty warm morning, a mild morning compared to the last few mornings, generally 60s to lower 70s. Did manage to make it up into the 80s in most locations. Elsewhere, temperatures managing to make it up into the upper 70s. Temperature-wise right now, 71 now in Shenandoah, 71 in Berwick, 72 in Monoy City, 73 in Bloomsburg, 67 in New Angola. Satellites and radar. Of course, the front that's coming through our region is bringing in some drier air, some more pleasant air, and lower humidity levels. That's what we're going to have to experience for this upcoming weekend. For both Saturday and Sunday, it's going to remain dry, and it should be dry all day for Saturday as well as Sunday and even into Monday. Things looking pretty nice, and temperature-wise looking nice as well. Should be comfortable because those lower humidity levels will definitely make a difference compared to what we saw yesterday and today. There you can see the numbers for tonight. Generally 60s. Tomorrow 70s, some locations in the lower 80s. Tomorrow night it's going to be even a little bit more comfortable, as we'll be dropping down most locations into the upper 50s. And there you can see lunchtime hour on Sunday, generally temperatures in every location in the 70s. So the front will have passed, cleared our area, well gone for tomorrow, and then of course bringing in the lower humidity levels and the more comfortable conditions. So it definitely looks nice for Saturday and Sunday. But again, no significant warm-ups. We're not talking about like 90s or any type of heat waves anytime soon. But temperature-wise, not too bad for this time of year. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys, division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. Well, generally in the 70s as we head into this upcoming weekend, and as we go into our Monday, Tuesday, may have to deal with some scattered showers or a thunderstorm or two around 72 degrees. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, not looking bad with temperatures generally in the lower 70s. Our evening Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the daily 770, the big 40048. Quinto numbers are looking like this, 8 to 7, 4, 5, 5. Treasure hunt numbers 10, 12, 19, 24, and 37. Lisa.
Thank you, Joe. Coming up, a new series of stamps that is sure to be popular in our area. L.A. Tyrone will have the details next on Late Edition.
Hi, I'm Liz Tolan. I'd like to invite you to the first annual COPS event. It's taking place on September 21st right here at the Butler Township Community Center. This event, brought to you by WYLN 35 in Hazleton, the Greater Hazleton Health Alliance, and other area sponsors, will consist of a 5K run, 5K walk, kids fun run, open air concert, free cookout for the community, crafters, tricky trays, and so much more. Proceeds from this event will go to benefit 4 area police departments. When you call these men and the men and women they serve with, they're going to be there for you. Won't you take one day out of your busy schedule and be there for them?
Hey everyone, want some close-to-home fun? Join the Keystone Active Zone Passport program to create your own backyard adventure exploring parks, trails, and events. It's fun, easy, and it's free. This year's Passport has more than 30 stops. Enjoy Riverfest in Wilkes-Barre and Pittston. Explore the Delaware and Lehigh National Heritage Corridor and more. Register at kazpassport.org. Visit as many stops as you want. Each stop has a question. Find the answers and log them in on the website. Start exploring today. For all your projects large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tamaqua, PA is a 3-generation family-owned and operated dealership entering their 33rd year of business and continues to uphold the family philosophy that every customer should be treated as part of the family. Stop in and let them show you how they honor these values. You'll meet a family member in every department, from finding your new car in sales to low interest rates and financing and extending your vehicle's life and service.
Give us the opportunity to show you. We're big enough to serve you, but small enough to know you.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WILN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Live, America's favorite pastime on your local network, WILN TV 35. See the Major League Stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WILN TV 35. Visit WILNTV.com for a complete Iron Pig schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WILN, your home for live sports.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Tracy Earhart, a phys ed teacher who went through a lot of pain and a lot of different treatments, but now she's back in the game thanks to good chiropractic care. Her story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Welcome back. A new series of commemorative stamps was released this morning, and these stamps have special meaning for our area. L.A. Tyrone has more.
Started 30 years ago, and today it culminated in the release of commemorative stamps called Made in America. They honor industries which made America, one of them coal mining. Now, since coal is the whole reason there are 3 quote-unquote big cities in northeastern Pennsylvania, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, and Hazleton, it made sense there was a special ceremony here. It was at the Wilkes-Barre Post Office on South Main Street. The keynote speaker was State Representative Eddie Day-Pashinsky, who says the response has been overwhelming.
I want you to know that you would have all had the beautiful comfort of the inside of our post office. That's where everything was set ready to go. But then as we started getting more and more responses, there was no way we could fit you in there. Every one of you had something to do with the success of this stamp. And you represent yourself, but you also represent your ancestors, your grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and mothers, who also not only toiled, but also fought for this very important day to recognize, to honor, and to memorialize the hard work, the fortitude, the true grit of our ancestors.
When that drive started all those years ago, Paul Kanjorski was the 11th District Congressman, and he was among the leaders of that drive.
Well, the program for the stamps started way back in the early 80s, 1985, 1986. And, of course, I was first elected to Congress then. And then for the remaining 26 years, we worked diligently on that program. But as you saw today, this was just a very small representation of a lot of the leadership of that effort. Eddie Pashinsky's correct when he talks about they created a website. They collected over 200,000 hits.
He says he's not completely happy with the way it was handled.
Not to my full satisfaction, because I wanted an individual stamp honoring coal miners. This is a composite of industries that they're honoring. The coal mining industry is one of them. We got part of it the way.
Ed Yankovic is the vice president of UMW's District 2, and he says the stamps are not honoring a dead industry.
In the last 200 years in this country, you had 100,000 men who died directly, men and women died directly, and another 100,000 that died with black lung disease. But I think it goes on to commemorate into the coal miners who still work today. I mean, people think that this is an industry of the past. It is not. Coal is being produced in this country as we speak, someplace underground, in various places underground. Miners are working as I'm standing here.
Indeed, despite all the new technologies and all the rest, coal still powers over half the electric plants in this country. As to why it took so long to finally be issued, again, we're talking close to 30 years, Kendrowski says like virtually everything else in Washington, it became political.
This culminated internally within the post office in about 2006. So it's been almost 7-8 years since then, until his final result. When it got done, it got selected, and it got put out today.
Oh, the stamp is way long overdue. I mean, you take a look at the picture of the guy on the stamp. I mean, that he had been mining coal sometime in the 20s or 30s. So sure, it's long overdue. And the fact that, I mean, and I'm not banging the Postal Service, quite frankly. I mean, I'm an advocate of U.S. Postal Service. Great jobs, high-paying jobs. But if Mickey Mouse could have been on there a long time ago, and Donald Duck, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, they contributed to the humor. I watched them when I was a kid, but I'm not so sure what they did for our nation.
Here on Main and Hazel, the stamps were a big hit. There were lines of people waiting to snap them up. By the time our cameraman, Mike Lula, got the chance to buy some, they were gone. Maybe stamps are only symbolism, but to many in this part of Pennsylvania, it's important symbolism that took too long to become reality. But it finally has. This is coal miner Jimmy Tarone's grandson, L.A. Tarone, WYLN's late edition.
Very nice, L.A., very nice. Good job, Mike Lewis. Sorry you didn't get your stamps. Hopefully you can get them soon. When we come back, it won't be long until it's Friday nights under the lights. Kenny's here to preview the Berwick Bulldogs next on Late Edition.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center. Nestled within the quiet town of Weatherly, PA, we offer our residents and their families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Hazleton General Hospital, as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit within our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
Off the Beaten Path. New episodes coming soon only on WYLN.
Welcome to sports here on the late edition on this Friday night. I'm here at Berwick Media Day. Ken Kara filling in for Beth Mensinger, and very happy to be joined by Berwick head football coach George Curry. And Coach, back here last year, how do you feel the first season went back in Berwick? A playoff run, 10-2 on the season. How did the first year go?
Well, it went well, but we got bigger standards than that. We want to go a little further. We had a good year. I was fortunate enough this time around to have a whole year of preparation. So we were outstanding in the weight room. We did a great job in the weight room all year, and I think our kids are stronger, more knowledgeable. We lost a lot now. We lost all our skilled kids, Pecorelli, Stieber, Adonis, Alberto, Cashman. We lost 39 touchdowns, but we got some good kids. Berwick has a lot of talent in this town, and I think we can have a really good year.
Coach, I really enjoyed, before I moved away for a little bit, I got to see a few Berwick games, and just watching the offense last year was a lot of fun for me. You seem like you have a lot of confidence in the offense this year, as I was reading the little preview that you had. Even at running back, it said, even though you lose Cashman in that, you still seem stocked there.
We got some good running backs. I mean, good young kids. I mean, sprinters. Just take Quan Hellenthal. Kid ran 1,100 meters as an 8th grader. So we have some good kids coming. I tell you what, we're 5 deep as a tailback. And for the first time in a long time, Berwick has a big fullback. We got a kid named Jordan Stout who's 230 pounds. Chase Petty's 230. We got a couple big fullbacks. So, I mean, even though we lost a lot, we have some great kids coming up. And there's gonna be some wars for positions, and I think that's gonna make us a good team.
And Coach, under center, of course, C.J. Curry back another year. Talk about how he's progressed and what you see in him coming toward another season at quarterback.
Well, he had a great year as a junior for the first time, and we had a very young line in front of him last year. And, your quarterback is only as good as the people around him. And the forward line, I mean, I expect better things from him this year. Even though we still only have one senior. We only have one senior on that line. Now, he's a good one. Kyle Sterling, he was an all-league tackle. But we think we got enough experience in the weight room in the off-season and the knowledge that they understand the system a lot better. I think we could be pretty good. We're in a tough league now. You got to be ready every week. So no matter how good we are, Coughlin's going to be good. Valley West is going to be good. Pittson's going to be good. Well, we beat Pitson last minute. Dallas is going to be good. Crestwood's loaded. Crestwood's got some terrific athletes. So it's going to be everybody. I think Hazelton. I think he's going to turn the corner this year. I think he's done a good job with that team. He's got a nice I know that quarterback. He's pretty good. He's got good skill kids, and they got some size.
Coach, just 2 more questions. If we go to the defensive side of the ball, what should we expect from the Berwick Bulldogs in 2013?
Well, we're better off defensively. We got 8 starters back. Actually 9. We should be a good defensive team because we got a lot of returning starters, and they've done well last year. We led the league in 4 to 5 categories, defensive categories. So we're excited about our defense.
And on special teams, I heard you talking about your kicker just a little bit earlier. Let's talk about her a little bit.
Oh, Olivia, she's worked hard. Has a lot of confidence. She had a great year. I think she was 41 out of 44, and those 3 were blocked. She stood here the other night on the 40, hit 10 out of 10. So she can boot them. She's a pretty good kicker, I tell you. So we're excited. We got a good punter, Alex Klinger. Our long snappers, both long snappers are back. I think our special team, we got to work on our kickoff team is what I'm looking at right now. We got to look at that situation.
Well, Coach Curry, thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy running around to see everybody, but we appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. I look forward to seeing the Berwick Bulldogs in 2013. We'll have more from Berwick Media Day in the second half of sports. Late edition is coming back after this with the top story recaps.
Welcome to Robert Stevens Face and Body, Hazelton's complete skincare center. Here, our licensed specialists will consult with you to discuss your skincare needs, rejuvenate you with our special facial treatments, and apply gentle, relaxing massages to melt your tension away, using all state-of-the-art technical treatments and superior skin products. So call today and let the transformation begin at Robert Stevens Face and Body, 788-7546.
WYLN, Your first choice for locally produced shows like Chef Lou, Jen-tastic Sweets, Off the Beaten Path, The Storm, and more. Find out how you can stretch your advertising dollars and be a part of the WYLN TV lineup. Call 570-459-1869, extension 1302. WYLN, we're your local network.
Recapping tonight's top stories, code problems have forced the relocation of a wrestling show set for tomorrow night. And those same problems have closed a portion of Terrace Plaza in Hazleton Heights. Terrace Plaza was known as the Pocono Market Fair. Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling was scheduled to have a benefit for Helping Hand Society tomorrow night. It's not been canceled, but it's been moved to the Strand in McAdoo.
Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling is about taking action. And in the light of unforeseen circumstances, we are taking action. We're not backing down. Our show will go on as scheduled, as promised to you, our fans of Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling, tomorrow night at the McAdoo Strand Roller Rink in McAdoo.
Hazleton Deputy Fire Chief Brian Mandak said the reason for the move, problems with fire and occupancy code violations. He said the portion of the building which was to house the wrestling exhibition has no occupancy permit. And he said there are problems with the fire alert system in the same portion of the building. He said those problems also prevented the opening of a restaurant this week. However, the rest of the building, including Heritage SureSafe Supermarket and the smaller shops at the front of the building, are open as usual. The problems are expected to be rectified early next week. Again, the wrestling show takes place tomorrow night at the Strand Roller Rink in McAdoo. Doors open at 7:30, bell time set for 8 o'clock. It all benefits the Helping Hands Society. According to state police, approximately 500 veterans' grave markers valued in excess of $10,000 were stolen from the graves of veterans in St. Anne's Cemetery near Freeland. Other organizations who placed the markers say it's less than 500. Around 7 a.m. Thursday morning, the theft was discovered and police were notified. The American flags that were in those holders were placed back in the ground where the holders once stood. The Luzerne County Veterans Affairs Office provides a marker to every veteran at their time of death, and one woman we spoke with says she is extremely upset that someone would commit such a heinous act. Newer state laws prevent scrap dealers from purchasing grave markers, except from authorized sellers, according to Luzerne County Veterans Affairs Director James Spagnola. Now, police are still investigating just who stole those grave markers and why. Dallas Borough Police and the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office made an arrest today in an alleged case of elder abuse involving financial exploitation. Sharon May Jakubowski was charged with 3 counts of theft by failure to make required disposition of funds. According to DA Stephanie Salavantis, the investigation was triggered by a complaint received by Dallas Borough Police Chief James Drury. That complaint alleged Jakubowski, who was the caregiver and power of attorney for Clementine Mosman, was removing funds for her own personal benefit. A forensic audit on all accounts belonging to Mosman and her disabled daughter found Jakubowski received over $250,000 of Mosman's funds from January 1st of 2009 through November 4th of 2011. A preliminary hearing is set for August 22nd. Salavantis said an overwhelming number of cases of elder abuse, neglect, and financial exploitation go undetected each year. She encourages anyone who suspects such abuse to contact their area agency on aging or the district attorney's office immediately. Former Luzerne County Elections Bureau Director Leonard Piazza wants a federal investigation into the administration of elections in the county. Piazza contacted the Federal Justice Department and the Election Assistance Commission, detailing his concerns over the accessibility of polling places for the disabled and the county's use of $3.6 million federal grant on related equipment. Piazza accuses the Election Bureau of not using ramps, call boxes, and other equipment for disabled voters. Piazza filed a wrongful termination suit against the county in June. He was fired by County Manager Bob Lawton 2 weeks before the 2012 primary election. And Drums Elementary Middle School will have a new vice principal at the start of the new school year. The Hazleton Area School Board appointed Jason Legawi unanimously after accepting a letter from Jeffrey Rush declining that same position. His salary was not discussed, however, it will follow the administrator's compensation plan.
He is a tremendous asset for our school district. He's a conscientious, dedicated educator who always places the interests of students first and foremost. The well-being of the students has always been his top priority. I'm familiar with him from his teaching and from his internships as an administrator, and I have every confidence in him that he'll be a definite asset to the Hazleton Area School District.
Recently, Legawi was a 5th grade teacher in the Pleasant Valley School District. He tells us he's excited for the start of the school year.
I'm really excited. I appreciate the board passing me into this position, and I'm really excited to work with Dr. Antonelli and the administrative team here, and really looking forward to working with the students of Hazleton Area School District as well.
Classes for the Hazleton Area School District start on Thursday, September the 5th. Now that is a look at tonight's recaps. When we come back, it's church picnics times 3, a busy weekend in our area and a tasty one at that, and we'll have all the details. And Kenny is back in with the second half of sports.
And of course, when you saw me at the 5 o'clock hour, you saw the rain, you saw the sunshine. Now, of course, we have darkness, but no rain falling, at least right here at this 10 o'clock hour at our TV station in Hazleton. There's still a little bit of some rain out there on radar, and well, it can get cold this time of year. Parts of the nation, West Virginia, there you can see what actually happened back in 1989, getting down to 32 degrees with a little bit of frost. No frost in our area anytime soon, but we'll talk temperatures in just a couple minutes.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
WILN TV 35, first in live sports.
Hi, I'm Ron Jaworski. For the best in local TV sports, watch WILN TV 35.
WILN TV 35 has it covered.
Hi, my name is Vince Papelli. I'm a former Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver and special teams guy, and for local sports coverage, I watch only WILN 35.
High school football starts August 30th on WILN TV. Enjoy the great outdoors at the Whitetail Preserve Shooting Ranges, Trap, Skeet, and Sporting Clays course. No waiting and no lines. First time shooting? Whitetail Preserve employs certified instructors to help you get the most out of your experience. Hungry? The restaurant at Whitetail has a great menu to satisfy and offers catering for all occasions. Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, approximately 13 miles west of Hazleton and just 1 hour from Allentown, Reading, and the Delaware Water Gap. 118 Boulevard Road, just off the Rockland Road near Rockland. 384-2314.
Well, if you are looking for some good food and fun this weekend, you may not have to travel very far. WILN stopped by 3 churches in our area tonight where they're celebrating with good food and fellowship. Ann Gownley has the details.
It's that time of year again. As summer winds down, several churches hold summer festivals for the parishioners and members of the community. This year will mark the 114th year Most Precious Blood Roman Catholic Church's Feast of the Madonna del Monte in Hazleton. It is held each year around this time on the church's property. Lauren Vito is one of the organizers who says it was a big turnout this evening for the first night despite the heavy downpour this afternoon.
Our event is finally here. We run tonight from 4 to 9, tomorrow from noon to 9, and Sunday from 4 to 8. When you come out, you could find a good sausage and pepper hoagie, a cheesesteak sandwich, fried dough, and your local pizza favorites.
But food isn't the only thing this weekend to enjoy at the festival.
We have tons of tricky trays. We have about 60 of them. And then we also have games for kids, and we also have wheels, money wheels, and we also are doing baskets of cheer that people can put money on baskets and win a huge basket of alcohol that we are doing one tonight. We're doing 2 tomorrow at 5 and 1 at 7. And then we are doing one again on Sunday at 7 o'clock as well.
Father Louis Grippy of MPB says he loves seeing the fellowship at this festival, but reminds everyone that the festival is about much more than potato pancakes and fried dough. It's about honoring the Blessed Mother.
This festival goes back 114 years ago with Donata D'Alessandro. She came from a village in Italy, the Salerno part of Italy, and that was a tradition in her town, and she came back here and she started it here, and it's been going on for 114 years.
The festival will last throughout the weekend. Mass will be held on Sunday at 10 a.m. and following will be the traditional 2-mile procession throughout the neighborhood. All proceeds from the festival will go directly to the church. Holy Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's in Hazleton is also celebrating this weekend with its International Food Festival. Father Gregory Finn tells us that there are several different ethnic foods available to represent the various cultures that make up the parish.
Most people think of us as being the Irish parish in town, and we actually have Irish shepherd's pie for that. But we're also the German, the Tyrolean, we've got Slovak and Italian, and then of course from all of the Latin American world we have Dominican, Mexican, Ecuadorian, Puerto Rican, Peruvian, probably a couple others out there too. And we wanted everyone to be able to experience that.
The festival will continue tomorrow from noon into the evening. It's also a big time of the year for St. Jude's in Mountaintop. We spoke with Father Joe Ivanko.
This is really the event on the mountain and for the parish for over 50 years. It's really the whole community comes out for it. It's 3 days of great fun, great food, and great fellowship, and it is our biggest fundraiser for the year, which helps us to really secure our future as a parish.
Father Ivanko says there is plenty of food from sausage and peppers to the famous Sidewalk Cafe. There will also be 3 bands playing throughout the weekend.
We have people that come basically from Hazleton to Scranton that come every year. I see them. Obviously, Hazleton also has MPB's picnic this week. We're always the same, but we seem not to hurt each other. So people usually go one night there, one night here from Hazleton. We have people from the Wilkes-Barre area that come up as well, and down from Scranton. So we pretty much up and down 81 from Hazleton to Scranton, we get a lot of people.
St. Jude's Festival will continue tomorrow from 4 until 11 p.m. and Sunday from noon until 9. For WYLN's Late Edition, I'm Ann Gownley.
Decisions, 3 of the best picnics around. I suggest one tonight, one Saturday, one Sunday. You'll get them all in and all the great food as well. When we come back, Kenny is in with more sports and Joe recaps the forecast. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated at 542 North Wyoming Street in Hazleton, serving the greater Hazleton area since 1890 and still family owned and operated, offers convenient parking, handicapped accessibility, seating for over 150 people, casket, cremation product showrooms to accommodate traditional, cremation, and pre-planned funerals. The Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home Incorporated, 570-454-3341.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Cloud. There's a difference between reading the Constitution and understanding it. Until around 5 years ago, Attorney Joe Wolverton was a practicing constitutional attorney, and for the last 9 years, he's been a featured contributor to New American Magazine. He's a true national authority on the Constitution of the United States, and join me for this very special series with Attorney Joe Wolverton on Storm Politics, only on WYLN TV.
Your family's good health begins with a great team. That team is the Alliance Medical Group. We're the first healthcare provider in the greater Hazleton area to offer a fully integrated approach to family and specialized medical care. Our expanding network of more than 30 physicians and specialists are trusted by thousands for routine and complex medical treatments. For a convenient appointment at any of our 15 regional offices, simply call 501-4AMG. Alliance Medical Group. Your health, that's our specialty.
Tom, you can't be serious.
Hey, good morning, neighbor. Just thought I'd pay some bills and download some tunes.
You've got DSL at your house. Go do that there.
Yeah, but your cable high-speed internet is so much faster.
Lucky me.
Oh, by the way, your mom emailed you. Man, are you in trouble.
Service Electric High-Speed Internet. The best internet in the neighborhood.
The WILN Weather Center brings you precise weather information you need to plan your day. And now you can get the latest weather conditions online anytime at WILNTV.com. Utilizing the latest technology, meteorologist Joe Garbacic brings you the most accurate weather information available, including webcams to view current road conditions and detailed maps of our area. For a full detailed and accurate daily weather report, watch WILN Weather with Joe Garbacic weekdays at 5 and 10 and online anytime at WILNTV.com.
This is the second half of sports. I'm Ken Kara in for Beth Mensinger, and I am 5'5", standing next to C.J. Curry, quarterback for the Berwick Bulldogs, who is 6'2", and Kyle Sterling, who is 6'3", playing on both offensive and defensive lines. C.J., let's start there. I read over the roster a little bit. Seems like you guys have some good size this year. Am I right? Is that a good observation? Some good size for the football team this year?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, we got a lot of big kids on our team, tall kids, but where it really comes to, I think, had a really good year weightlifting in the winter, spring, and summer. You know, believe it or not, our guys lost a lot of weight, but their muscle mass makes up for it, and we're a very strong team along. We got some big kids, so we're looking forward to it. I think we got a size advantage that we haven't had the last couple of years, to tell you the truth, but I think this year we have that to our advantage, and we have some strong kids this year as well, so.
And guys, two seniors here, Kyle. I noticed you really enjoying today, taking some photos, stuff that you really wanted on Media Day. How much fun has it been leading up to this, but also how bad do you really want to succeed this year as a senior?
Well, I really want to do good because it's my senior year, but it's your senior year. You have to have fun. It's the last, hurrah.
Were you impressed? All your buddies held you up in that one photo there.
Yeah, I'm really impressed. I'm 305. None of them are over 200, and they all held me up, so, that's...
So CJ, you're talking about the strength on this team, so pretty good there. The offense last year was a ton of fun to watch. Will it be more fun this year, you think, a little bit? Tell us a little bit about the offense.
I would say so, yeah. I think it'll be a lot more fun because, last year, we were smart. I think we knew the offense, but it was hard just getting a new coach in the middle of June, having to learn something totally new, and we had luck. We started out great, had a few great games, and then when teams started to bring the heat, we didn't really know how to respond to it. But I think through this off season, at the end of last season, we started to get a lot better at that. So I think we have everything in our arsenal this year to beat anything, and we should be a fun team to watch. We just got to execute. It's on us now.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a fun media day here in Berwick. Looking forward to see you guys. Week 1, Crestwood comes here, right? You guys are home for your first game. Guys, thank you. Appreciate you taking some time. Let's go now to our WILN scoreboard. We start in the International League this evening. Lehigh Valley is on the road taking on Gwinnett. Scranton Wilkes-Barre also on the road up against Buffalo. Let's go to Major League Baseball now. The Phillies in Washington to take on the Nationals. Padres battling the Reds. On our next scoreboard, you see the Cardinals taking on the Mets. Moving on tonight, the Rays, some interleague baseball. They're in Los Angeles playing the Dodgers. Yankees at home hosting Detroit. Blue Jays also at home hosting the Oakland Athletics. Chicago White Sox are hosting the Minnesota Twins. And finally on our MLB scoreboard, the Brewers and the Mariners. And one NFL preseason game to tell you about this evening, the New England Patriots visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's sports for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Beth Mensinger is back on Monday. Coming up after this break, it's the weather forecast. Have a good weekend, everybody. There's more Late Edition after this break.
Managing risk is more than just buying an insurance policy. At Dreyfus, our approach is different. We have 25 risk management professionals who have the tools and experience to help our clients avoid and survive unexpected events. We can help you with risk transfer, OSHA requirements, safe workplace, cybersecurity, and claims management. All of these go well beyond an insurance policy. We're also independent, so we can access dozens of insurance carriers like Grange Insurance, who can insure your auto, home, business, and life. Dreyfus Insurance since 1901 and Grange Insurance since 1935. We're committed to helping you manage risk.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
WYLN-CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, PA, during normal business hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday.
We are just 1 degree under 70 right now, 69 degrees to be exact. Humidity coming in at 100%. Boy, we picked up a heck of a lot of rainfall since midnight, picking up almost 3 inches of rain, and some of it did come heavy at times today. In fact, not just our area, but much of the Northeast did receive a pretty good amount of precipitation, and of course we need it because it's been dry around here lately. And notice those winds continue to be relatively light. Now, dew point still in the upper 60s to almost 70. You still feel that humidity when you happen to walk outside, but those numbers are going to go down, especially for tomorrow. It is now 69 at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 67 in Mount Pocono, 74 in Allentown, 80 in Philadelphia, 72 in Williamsport, 75 in Selinsgrove, and 71 in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman, your temperatures holding in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Satellite and radar, we had the clouds, we had the rain around, but now all of it making its way toward the east and southeast. The front's starting to come through, and behind it, starting to see some clearing. So through the overnight hours, we'll have partly cloudy skies. Can't rule out maybe some areas of fog where it has rained, but other than that, it's looking much nicer as we head into this weekend. Skycast precipitation and clouds. Not a lot going on this weekend. It's going to be dry, and temperature-wise, actually not bad for this time of year, although many locations still going a little bit below where we should be for this time of year temperature-wise, but still not bad because it will be dry for our Saturday, for our Sunday, and as we go into our Monday. Less humid conditions, comfortable conditions for the entire weekend and early next week, and then by about the middle part of next week, that'll be our next chance of seeing some more showers and thunderstorms. But if you really want the heat, just not going to see it anytime soon. I mean, it is just going to continue to be roughly below average to near average temperatures, but anything above that is not going to happen because this is where the average jet is to the north. That is where you see the cooler temperatures to the south. That is where you see the heat and the humidity. Extended forecast brought to you by the Wire Guys at Division of Arc Electric. Here's what we can expect over the next couple of days. Well, it's going to be dry as we head into this upcoming weekend. Like I said, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I know, I tripped on, oh wait. You know, that's what, folks, you got to know behind the scenes. We have these earpieces in, and sometimes news director starts talking, and it's not the first time that I answer back when I'm not supposed to, so if you're wondering about that, I was answering to him, not the people out there. But anyway, it's Friday. That's the good news. Tuesday, maybe some more scattered showers and storms, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, looks like it will be dry.
Nice weekend for all these festivals.
Not
And
bad.
boy, we were at MPB tonight, and I personally was, and our family ate there, and you can't beat the food. It's like unbelievable. And I know St. Jude's every year is awesome, and St. Gabriel's.
Yeah, it looks
so
nice for it too. For all
I
those
recommend
days.
nobody cook this weekend. You just go festival hopping.
There you go.
Of course, you'll have to go jogging on Monday, but hey, it's all for a good cause, so I think that's the important part of it all. What do you like, the pierogies
Everything.
or the meatballs?
Everything.
There's so much. The pizza at MPB, it's like all awesome. So they have great stuff. So go out and support the local churches and have a great meal at the same time. Maybe win something there as well. Have a great weekend, everybody. The team will be back here on Monday. Take care.